Hey guys, welcome back to TCG Bros. Tonight we're going to be going over a Blue Eyes White Dragon deck profile. This is going to be the January 2016 update, so everything is according to the current ban list. And first off, before we get started, I'd like to say please make sure you check out our channel and subscribe for more Yu-Gi-Oh videos. If you're into Force of Will, make sure you go check out our second channel for Force of Will. There'll be a link on screen and in the description. And let's go ahead and get into the deck profile. One more thing I would like to add as we begin is Blue Eyes right now, with the current release of Breakers of Shadow, is at a really bad point in time. But soon the tables will drastically turn as the release of OCG Blue Eyes support comes to the US. So a lot of things are going to happen with Blue Eyes support in the future, kind of like Red Eyes got the support that it did. And if you want to see a video that kind of explains the Blue Eyes support that's going to be coming our direction, I'll put a link to a video I did a while back in the description and on screen as well, so you can go check that out. And after we go through this profile, I'll explain a little bit of it in this video, just so you kind of have like a little bit of understanding. Obviously we have our most basic stuff here, just some repeats, things that will never change. 3 Blue Eyes and 3 Maiden with Eyes of Blue. 2 White Stone of Legend. 2 Bright Star Dragon, because in the current format we really want to make utilization of our level 7 synchros in this deck. And this format, I just want to say Black Rose Dragon is probably one of the most devastating cards. It's an old card that I don't see people using anymore, but Black Rose Dragon used correctly, this format can be game winning. 2 Swordsmen of Revealing Light, trade in target, and also just a little bit of a blocker, but this kind of serves its purpose as well, because we run a little bit of like a Twilight-y feel next to this version. Triple Gores. Been a long time since we played Gores in this deck, but with the like I said, with the release of Breakers of Shadow, seeing cards like Twin Twister played a lot, they really kind of put me off to the idea of using a lot of back row, because back row is so easily shot, and Mystical Space Typhoon's use is so much lessened in the current format that I feel like using back row in general is just a waste of my time in this build. And I know you've seen profiles of my Blue Eyes that are 10 to 15 trap cards, and now things just change a lot sometimes through time. So one Honest, funny thing you're going to see about using Gores and Honest is Gores tokens are actually light, so you can actually Honest someone over a Gores token, which is something a lot of people like have no realization at all is going to happen. 1 Red Eyes Darkness Metal, and 1 Keeper of the Shrine, and a BLS Envoy at the beginning. So obviously having more dark monsters opens up the door for BLS, and BLS is good every format and it just blows things out. Keeper of the Shrine is extremely good in any dragon deck. Keeper of the Shrine is by far one of the best, just like 1-off or 2-off tech cards of dragon decks as we know it. So like if you see Red Eyes builds, a lot of Red Eyes builds play that too. The final monsters we have, excuse the fact these are in different sleeves as well, to Effect Veiler. This is also another thing about people playing Twin Twisters and a lot of back row. I really think that, like, you may think like people don't play a lot of back row this format. If you go to events, from personal experience, I am seeing otherwise, and every time I would pull Denko off on somebody, I would win the game swiftly. Because if someone puts all their faith in back row and you Denko, the game is just shot for them. So Denko is just, it's like the MVP of everything. I don't know why Denko's not used more, but a lot of people cited after the last few times I've went to play, I would main it in the vast majority of decks. Denko is way too good. But that's it for the monster lineup after our 2 Max C. If you don't want to play Max C or Denkos, you'd have to choose between one or the other, but I would just replace it with Moon Mirror Shield, just as like if you're gonna go for like a weird tech of some sort, I would go for that. We'll go through the spells real quick. Regeki, Instant Fusion, 1 for 1 Dragon's Mirror, 1 Dragon Shrine. I only switched to playing 1 Dragon Shrine right now because of Keeper of the Shrine. You really want Keeper in the graveyard, and because you're playing Silver Scry and some other stuff, having 1 Dragon Shrine is not going to hurt you, so it's just kind of helpful. 2 cards of Consonance, our 2 Silver Scry, our 3 Trade-In, and 3 Upstart Goblin. And the only reason we're playing the triple Upstart this time through is because you just want some filler stuff to get to your more critical cards as fast as possible this time through. Like I said, we're just at a strange format for Blue Eyes. Extra deck for Blue Eyes has always been personal preference. Space is just extremely tight in the extra deck, so once you kind of develop your own personal feel for this deck, you need to kind of like swap things out on your own, but this is like my personal preference as of right now. We've got the 1 Blue Eyes Ultimate, 1 5-headed dragon, and an Elder Entity Norden for our fusion monsters in the extra. Synchros, Armades, Ancient Sacred Wyvern, Black Rose Dragon. Like I said, this format Black Rose is Stardust. That is made by using the Gor's tokens. Our double Azure Eyes, obviously Blue Eyes and Whitestone or Maiden, and a Star Eater, which is majority of the time going to be Red Eyes Darkness Metal and a level 1 tuner. Extra deck, Xyz monsters, Dark Matter, number 107 to get into your Dark Matter, a Felgrand, Heretic Sun Dragon, and 1 Castel. So then the reason we play like 1 Castel is because Castel is one of the most like versatile rank 4s, but if we had something like Extant Unbanned, or you have another preferred rank 4 you'd rather run, but like I said, the extra deck space is so tight when it comes to this deck because there's so many options for level 7 synchros and level 8 synchros and like the ranks, but you can only do so much with 15 cards in an extra deck. So that's just my personal recommendation. Castel, like I said, right now is really versatile for getting rid of problematic things that you can't like destroy, but at times you'll definitely need to like side it out and that kind of thing. But as far as Blue Eyes talk goes beyond this deck profile, there's going to be a lot of new support for Blue Eyes coming out. I mean, we already have word of 4 new level 1 tuners at least, which would be Guard with Eyes of Blue, Priestess with Eyes of Blue, Priest with Eyes of Blue, Sage Knight with Eyes of Blue. We've got Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon, Blue Eyes Alternative Dragon coming, Ancient Whitestone coming. So much Blue Eyes support. Looks like it's going to come to the TCG, which will solve this problematic format of Breakers of Shadow. But Konami is really starting to merge the OCG ban list and TCG ban list closer together as far as like time goes, because we used to fall OCG about 4 months behind or so, and now we're getting a lot of the same support as OCG a lot quicker, and the ban like equivalency is starting to show a little bit more frequently. So we're going to definitely be seeing Blue Eyes support, I would imagine, in the future. If you want to see a little bit of card explanation regarding the new Blue Eyes support, I'll put a link to those videos I made in the description. So, like, the overall format of Blue Eyes deck is going to change so sharply within the next few months, that if you're if you're planning on investing in a Blue Eyes build, I would recommend you go watch my future videos or my videos regarding the future Blue Eyes support, because when we get the Blue Eyes support that we're going to be getting from OCG coming over here, decks like this are going to change backwards. I mean, we're talking about catastrophic changes. I mean, the OCG Blue Eyes support is so strong right now that it is topping the vast majority of major events and tournaments. That's how good the new support is. And I was always a fan of the Red Eye support. Obviously, a lot of people were unhappy that Blue Eyes never got that kind of support, but Konami is a business which is into making money, and if they like making money, they'll bring that support here. And everyone will lose their mind and all that kind of thing. So, like I said, I'll end my rambling here, but if you want to check out the new Blue Eye support, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're going to be doing updates on the news for it and profiling as far as new support comes and the effects and all that kind of thing. So like I said, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the profile. Make sure you leave a comment. If you have anything to say, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you soon in another YuGiOh video.